What's going on, Foam Fam? I can't believe that it's almost been 3 months, about 2.5 months to be exact, since we uploaded our last Blaster Bargains, Blaster Bargains 17. That was on June 4th. Time flies when you're blasting fun. I thought I'd have a little talk with you guys and catch up a little bit on the thrifting topic, let you know about some potential changes going forward. Basically, the way that I see thrifting videos today is very different from the way I used to see it when I started this channel. For some reason, it was also more popular back then. I guess with such a slew of variety coming out of all kinds of manufacturers now. We got X-Shot jumping into the pro game. We got Nerf jumping into the pro game. We got Buzzbee jumping into the ergonomic practical blaster game. Just a lot of big things are shifting the industry to a more normalized distribution of blasters that everybody can easily go out to the store and get. Although I think thrifting has a special place among audiences and it can be something very fun to watch, I think just my general approach towards things that I view as valuable to my viewers has shifted a little bit. I just felt like, in a sense, videos like this, although they're very fun to watch, and it's really cool to see somebody find a very rare blaster and get a tremendously cool deal on some blaster, at the end of the day, it's not something that brings legitimate value to you guys. I find that the little shorts that we put out, the little reels on Instagram, the community posts, the occasional bargain alert posts that we make on Instagram as well, I think those bring a lot more value because it's tangible value. It's something that you guys can actually benefit from. It's something that you guys can actually use to now go out and procure a blaster of your own. You don't have to watch somebody else get a good deal, although I know that's its own form of entertainment in some way. Basically what I'm getting is I'm not canceling the Blaster Bargains series altogether. I'm not going to stop doing these videos. I just think I'm going to do them a lot fewer and farther in between. I'm also thrifting a lot less. I'm spending a lot more time doing other videos that also bring additional value to you guys, like making an informed decision when purchasing a new blaster, for example. I know those reviews are important to you guys. Mod videos, repair videos, thoughts and opinion videos, things like that. Also, generally, the stores around here have kind of dried up a little bit. This is the season where things get a little slow anyway. I know that once school starts back up in the months of September and October, thrift stores start stocking back up. I guess I'm going to kind of limit the thrifting videos to more like exclusivity and rare finds kind of videos where you guys can get more value out of just the visual entertainment part of it. Because I know that those videos can also motivate people to just never give up and continue searching stores until they find those amazing deals that make you really happy. We're still going to do a giveaway for every thrifting video we do. The way we do it is you basically just smash the like button, of course. Leave a comment that you think I'm going to like, and then my favorite comment out of all of them, 7 days after the thrifting video has been uploaded to YouTube, I'll just review the comments, pick my favorite one, and you're gonna get a free blaster, either thrifted or a retail brand new in the box blaster out of all the blasters that we have thrifted since we started this channel. I will also highlight the episode in which we purchased the blaster once the winner is announced. I also have a few more things to talk about, but we'll leave that for the end of the video. Without further ado, let's get into some Blaster Bargains hunting. All right, guys, pulling up to the first Goodwill, and we have this Whiteout Maverick. I think that's exactly what it was. I think it was called the Whiteout Series Maverick. If it was not, throw it down in the comments. It did not need another Maverick, so I just went ahead and put that back on the shelf and moving on to the next Goodwill. First thing we saw was a yellow N-Strike Deploy, $2.99. Not a bad price, but I didn't really need one. Air Warriors Morpher from Buzzbee. Kind of cool. Both the barrel and the stock fold back in, making it compact for travel. Didn't really need one though, so I put that right back on the shelf. A Boomco Rapid Madness with the actual sliding clip in it. I've found countless ones of these, never with the clip, but I didn't need one. A Nova Pro from Hydro Strike. Operated okay, but I didn't really need it. I already have the Gel Zone Pro Stormer, which is the Target variant. Nerf Microshots Crosscut. Never seen a cuter thing in my life. I didn't need it, but it was nice to see one on the shelf nonetheless. Never seen one of those before. A Mastodon from Mega. It is a fully motorized drum flywheeler that shoots Mega. Pretty cool price, $7.99. I already got like 1 or 2 of these at the house. They're pretty bulky, so I definitely did not need a third one. A Double Breach. I've been looking for one of these, but this one was in less desirable shape than I prefer, and they wanted $6.99, so I went ahead and left that on the shelf. Moving on to the next shelf items, and I see an Enforcer from Dart Zone, the green color. Very cool. Buzzbee Adventure Force Trigger Fire. Very cool blaster from 2021. I really like this. Had the drum but no scope. And then a bag of goodies that had 2 Blitz Fires from Dart Zone and a Blue the Raptor blaster, also from Dart Zone. One of the very first reviews and videos that I did on YouTube was the Blue Blaster. Some nostalgia from that. Buzzbee Air Warriors Berserker. This thing is a beast. Definitely vintage. Always good to see. Right under that, there was a Heracles from Nerf Rival. Had to deprime this one. I only have one of these, and I love this one a lot more than the Chronos, so I went ahead and grabbed that. Out of reach and out of sight was a very, very rarely seen Overlord, also from the old school Busby Air Warriors. Even had its little tripod. Real cute little minigun design, but I didn't need it. I put it back. It was just good to see. Moving on to other parts of the shelf, and I see a Boomco Colossal Blitz. I remember this one because American Foam had just posted, I think it was a mini-sode or an actual episode of finding one of these. I questioned it for a bit, and then I hated myself later for not taking it. I ultimately left it on the shelf. Yeah, I know, guys, I suck. And then, ultimately, speaking of vintage, a Surge 10 from Busby. Wanted $6 from that. Cool to see. Rival Chaos, one of the earlier models, if not the first one from Rival. Cool little flywheeler, outdated by today's means though. One of these Gelfire Legions, I couldn't believe it had been already on the shelf. Now remember guys, this footage, a lot of it is from March, just catching up to my backlog. Looking like a Nerf N-Strike Mag Strike. Icon series, thought about picking it up, it was a little rough. And a Dragon Power bow. Now these grips are a little too small for my hands, but they wanted $10 anyway, so I went ahead and left that. And then just below that, there was a Mercury Rival pistol from the Rival Edge series. Follower seemed to be dangling in the wind. I thought it was an easy fix, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Titan Blaster from Dart Zone, little chain fed support gun, flywheeler, pretty cool. I didn't have one and this one was immaculate, so I grabbed it. Went ahead and put that Mercury in the cart as well. Poe Dameron Blaster. I picked a couple of these up. They're always pretty reasonable. This one was like $2.99. I grabbed it. This Mag Strike was in much better condition than the first one I saw, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I put it aside, but I know I grabbed that one. And then I saw these two Dino Strike pistols from the Dino Strike X-Shot series. There are two of them. Not sure if they came in a combo pack when they were donated or whatever, but I went ahead and grabbed those. And I also grabbed this Mediator, which every time I see them, I grab them. It's that simple, $1.99. I ain't leaving that behind. Checking to see if these shelves had any more goodies, and sure enough, there was another Blitzfire pair. First I found a green one, and surely enough, shortly after I found the blue one to complete the pair. I put those in the cart. $1.99. It was Blue Day too, so everything was half off. A Magnum X2. These are really, really cool. I already got one. Don't need another one, but these are great for HVZ. Slamfire, huge drum. Little Nerf Elite 2.0 Volt. I already got a few of these, and I got one modified. Check out my video when you can. It's really cool. And the good old Nerf Rival Knockout. Tons of mods, tons of things you can do to these. I also got tons of those, so I left that on the shelf. And a Busby Air Warriors Night Attack. Really cool blaster, just another variation of the Eradicator, I believe. Didn't need another one of those, so I left that one back on the shelf. All right, guys, in no particular order, we have the two Blitzfires. I have a really cool short video. I don't know if it's on our Instagram still or on YouTube, where me and Ms. Nanav actually engaged in a full-on Nerf battle in the hotel room when we were traveling for one of her little seminars. Blitzfire Generation 2s, amazing little blasters from Dart Zone Covert Ops, the Blitzfire guys. I believe in the bag of toys with that was the blue blaster. It was actually one of my first reviews here on YouTube. Might have even been my second review, as a matter of fact. Great little blaster, has good FPS. It's based on the Storm Squad, which is the standard looking for dart revolver from Covert Ops for Dart Zone. We have the Heracles, which is basically a Chronos with additional exterior storage. I just happen to like the sci-fi look of this blaster a lot more than the Chronos itself. Looks like something out of Mass Effect. Very cool blaster here, guys. Speaking of Dart Zone Covert Ops, we got the Titan. Never find these with the belt, so it was nice to find this one with the belt. Now, I would do anything to find an Adventure Force Light Commander, which is basically the white version of this with LED lights. That's on the rarity bucket list for sure. This blaster is a lot of fun. It has a switch on, the rev switch. Not my favorite, but it's one of the earlier Dart Zone designs. I really happen to like it. Nerf Rival Edge series Mercury. I love the Mercury series. I just wish that Jupiter wasn't as rare as it is. I would say in second place, the Mercury is probably the next rare, and then the Saturn. Those are probably some Walmarts, I think, even still have the Saturn. I picked up a Saturn, I think, last summer when they were going on clearance for $13. Mercury is a really, really cool bolt action blaster. Of course, we got the X-Shot Dino Strike series Dino Strikers. These are the 6-shot revolvers. Now, a lot of people like to say that this is basically the Dino Strike version of the Reflex 6. And I have to tell you that it is not. The Reflex 6 has an exposed barrel up front with no additional hinge on the front side. I believe the Griefer was spiritually inspired by this blaster. This blaster has a full front and rear shaft for the cylinder, making sure that it's a non-play cylinder. This is actually a very underrated and solid blaster. Some people have modded it. I think Dr. Flux did a mod on it. It's a really, really good blaster. The blue variety is a 2022 edition. Anything before 2022 is going to be red. Either way, these are pretty amazing. Get you one. Got the Mediator, is pretty much a side-fed Retaliator. Extremely underrated as well, because this one is under pump, It has everything that a Retaliator has in a more modern shell. I personally think it's more robust. If you like building brass breeches, just remember everything is just sideways, but it's the same thing as a Retaliator. Rails on the side, top, an amazing blaster, and surprisingly very, very inexpensive to buy it brand new even. And it's fairly new. I think these started becoming available after 2018. Jolt King, correct me if I'm wrong. Toe dammer and blaster, cleaned out the contacts, had a little bit of corrosion, but other than that, lights and sound. And then also when you prime it, it charges light inside the breech, so that way if you have one of those Nerf glow in the dark darts, which are the ones that came with these blasters, very fun for nighttime play. When you shoot the dart, it leaves a nice little trail of light, and it also makes a sound, as you just heard, when you fire it as well. Last but not least, we have the Mag Strike. Now this one has a weird condition where when I pump it, I can pump it all the way, but when I fire, it only fires up to there. Now, I'm not sure if it's supposed to dump the whole mag. I think it should, because that's why it's called the Mag Strike. Jolt King, I got another one for you. Let me know if my Mag Strike is not behaving like it should. It only fires half the mag with, I don't know how many times I'm supposed to pump it. I just did like 30 pumps. So if I have to pump it 60 pumps, then my bad. But there you have it, guys. I have enough material to do one more episode, honestly. Probably more than that, but I am going to spread them a little bit more apart. I just find more priority in bringing the stuff that actually has higher levels of value to you guys as an audience. I feel like you guys can benefit from making better decisions on things you purchase based off of objective reviews that I do on these blasters. I think you guys could save a lot of money with these little bargain alerts that I put out. And I just feel better just being able to provide something that actually gives you guys a better quality purchasing experience when it comes to getting into the hobby or just expanding your arsenal within the hobby. Let me know your thoughts on that sentiment, and let me know your thoughts just basically on the state of thrifting, how you feel about it, how's thrifting in your area. Let me know how you feel about the thrifting genre of videos on YouTube in general. Are they still as popular as you remember? Do you still like them the same way you did a year or maybe 2 years ago? Would you like to see thrifting videos as much as you used to, or do you think my idea of making them a little bit more sporadic is a good idea? Let me know down in the comments. I really want to know your guys' opinion on this. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Please don't forget to tell your friends and family about the channel, especially if they're just getting into the hobby. I try to be as transparent as I can with my thoughts, my opinions, the reviews. Everything I do here is to provide a valuable experience to you guys. If you enjoyed this video, you're definitely gonna like this one. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay blasting, foam fam.